true crime and murder stuff a lot, and they are still getting abducted. I mean, can't you guys learn something? I mean, that's, are you kidding me? That's like me giving you like 10,000 hours worth of like Steph Curry highlight reels and practice workouts, and you still just get kidnapped by like. I don't understand it. Like, there's probably going to be a TikTok challenge. Like, she's going to be lip syncing with the murderer. Like, get in the van, and you know, it does put the lotion on its skin. Like, going right off this bad boy. Okay, I shouldn't be saying it like this, but I saw a guy, like they've, just understand I'm not making a joke about the body that they found in a trunk, but it's like there's a guy that's put a post, since Facebook is real, he put a post and it said like, ladies, don't ignore the signs. And right when I saw that, I'm just thinking like, signs? Are you two married? How long have you been married? 16. Hold on, real quick. Are you clapping for the 2 years, or are you clapping for the entirety of 16? What? Okay, so. What happened 14 years in to where to where you say, I surrender? Wait, hold on. Wait. You were doing okay for 14 years. Like.
We were broke ass kids, man.
So when you say we, who's the person that stepped it up for year 14? Graduated school. So now, someone's happy over here. Okay, round of applause just for the graduation of school and more debt. Like, just round of applause for that. So you technically got married for like the right reason, you know what I mean? Like, so both of you could be covered type thing. Because I was, man, yeah, so you were just waiting. Like, both of you were just like, man, when one of us makes it. Like, that's, okay, that's what I wanted to know, because it's a rarity. You know, you hear someone married for 2 years, been together 16. 16? Like, what changed? Oh, man. I'm losing it. So, where I was going with that was, how did you guys meet? High school. Okay, thank you, finally. So here's what I mean. The signs are the same. The sign, he was like, I like looking at her ass. Like, the same guy that they would lock up for being a creep is the same guy who was like, I just waited till I got employed. I put a ring on his finger. Like, what? Yeah, look at this ass. Like, that's the signs. Man, are you kidding me? All right, everyone. Maybe the pants might be too tight and you can't tell. I'm black. So, there was this brief moment in time, I was dating this white woman, and she was a lawyer. And she said something to the effect, because I don't know how to dirty talk. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Just get into it, right? Like, what are we talking about? But she said, choke me. And I was like, the fuck? How are you supposed to look out for the signs when you're signaling it? You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to... Freddy Krueger's like, okay, well, she's telling me come through. The signs. I don't get it. Like, what signs are we looking for? Oh, I really do like the taste of flesh. Like what? Okay. I don't know how recent it is. I don't watch too much news, so this will just sound like I'm making it up. But comedians are under fire. You know, they're out there telling their jokes, and there's groups of individuals getting real upset. They're like, "Ugh." They're like, they're getting offended. They're throwing out phrases like hate speech. Ooh, you know, like hate speech, and that's upping. That's up there. Like hate speech is like there's some intent behind it. But the part that tickled me pink, uh, well, cause bigots never had the funny game on lock. You know, like I've had a couple of those Hitler speeches translated. I didn't laugh once. Like they. Like I do not understand it. You know, you're not gonna have some just awful bigot kill it for like an hour. You know what I mean? Like, and end with, okay, let's go get those niggeronis. Like that's do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, he had the entire crowd just laughing, and they're like, yeah, let's go. They pull up, yeah, hey everyone, look under your seats. There's a what are those things? The torches. Let's go, let's get them. Like, I don't think that's, like, are you kidding me? You know, there's no comedian that's the Pied Piper of anger. Do you know, like, I just had you laughing. Now let's go get them. You know, like, it doesn't make sense. And don't come after me either, because it's like, what could, you know, like, I could barely collect my parents for PTA meetings. Like, I'm not gathering people. Funny bigot, that one made me laugh hard. I'm working on it. Equality games, good pussy. Oh, this one's kind of short. Pardon my French. You know, I say the P word loosely. I'm still a virgin. So I consider like I've heard a decent amount of females, and I tune them out, but they say. Well, because, I mean, they're all out here like, I got that good pussy. And I'm like, really? Like, because, I mean, is it? Like, is yours different? Like, is there like a little man in there and it just kind of like, you know, like that's not, they're all, you know, I'm doing most of the work anyway. So it's like, I hear like good pussy, and it's like, oh man, like good pussy is like a spotter at the gym, you know? Like for you to be good, you just have to not be bad. Like let's just say I have a heavy load and like well, I'm looking for a good outcome. So it's like I have this heavy load, I got this spotter, all you have to do is just like not tickle me. Or talk, like, I don't do dirty talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean like don't talk ever. I just mean I don't do dirty. I can't, ooh, daddy. Like, I don't know what to do with that. That's, you know, because you can't, ooh, daddy. You can't just like flip. You're not just, ooh, call me daughter. Like that, you. I did not read up on how to do this one. Okay, the name of this one is Equality Game, and almost, if I can't do impressions, I can't do impressions, but just imagine like in my best Martin Luther King voice, like I can't wait till equality just really puts its big old, no, that wouldn't be funny. I was about to say, like, until equality lays its big old cock on everyone's head, but that does sound funny in my head. Till we get that real equality, so like, oh, finally, women can come up and spit some appropriate game to me, because it's like, I don't know if you guys have ever been 6'6" and black, but Like, I've been getting spit at disgusting. Like, it's like, oh my God, are your glasses real? Or is that a calculator watch? Or what's gravity like up there? And I gotta paint a Picasso with my words because even though it's a huge surprise, even though I keep saying 6'6" and black, huge surprise. White people are still scared of black people when they should be scared of white people. Like, you are? I'm like, you're scared of who? Oh, I thought you said me. Like you, like you wake up, go to the bathroom, and you turn on the light. Oh, scared white. That's. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, like if it's a boy from like 13 to like 57, you should be terrified because they got that pent up stuff, and you know we haven't culturally appropriated like serial killing yet, so you just wait. It'll be like golf. Tiger. All right, I'm gonna leave with this one because it's silly, and it's probably gonna. Doesn't like me. But it is a bit. You don't like me either. Damn, shit. I thought I had a friend. Well, let's just put the nail in the coffin even deeper. All right. If you can't tell about how I talk or my uniform. I've dated a white girl or two. I did not expect someone to say yes like that. That's and I don't know how to do the dirty talk, and there's no better way but just to. This is what she said to me verbatim. Give me that nigger dick. All right. Now, shortly after that polite request, the room goes silent because she performs. It was a scene in like The Dark Knight. You know, the gangsters are having that big round table meeting, and the Joker puts a pencil, and he, like, let's just say the entire pencil disappeared and one of the balls that was just lingering on the table. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, like I had to ask her if she was on birth control because shy of a few internal organs, I was still pointed at her uterus. Like I've never been that deep. Like if I was thinking the helmet was gonna catch the bends if she, you know, like I had to, when she was busy, but like I had to ask her the question, and I was like, 1 snot bubble for yes, 2 snot bubbles for no. Like all right, that's been my time. I'm Jay Hunter. Thank you.
I recently saw something pretty interesting. It was just an observation I had. And when I saw this, I was in a parking lot of a dispensary. And no, I didn't see crooked parking. But what I did see was, and I kind of related to this situation, but I kind of was judging a little bit too. But like, anyone here, most of you guys probably had divorced parents, right? Broken homes, anyone? Whoa, no broken homes? Holy shit, you guys were loved, that's awesome, good for you. But, you know, I grew up in a broken home and stuff, and like when you have divorced parents will try to find like weird, convenient places to like drop the kids off for the weekend. And like no judgment to this happening in a dispensary parking lot. I mean, I used to get dropped off at a speedway in Coopersville. But like, what the fuck's going on in that dispensary parking lot? You're splitting an ounce of weed, here's 14 grams, take the kids to soccer practice? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I guess if that's the convenient place to meet up, you know. But no, I actually, some fun news. This is actually great news, so don't awe when I say this? I got fired from my dispensary job. No, cheer. Please cheer. Yes, cheer. It's a fucking retail job. I mean, like, the only difference between that retail job and my other retail jobs in the past is I used to work at a PacSun. I mean, obviously, I look like it. I look like I still do. But when I worked at a PacSun, it was just like, oh, do you guys have this jean size? And I'm like, oh, they do not create that. And then my job in weed was literally selling $2 pre-rolls to homeless people. I literally would like watch them get off the bus, and then they'd like buy pre-rolls from me and then ask for bus fare. And I was like, you just gave me your bus fare. Like, what the fuck? So it was kind of a relief when he said you're fired. I was like, cool, I wasn't gonna leave on my own. That discount was too good. But I love it. I'm unemployed right now, and it's awesome. I've been doing woo for unemployment. Yeah, it's fucking dope. I'm having like a COVID part 2, like a mini one. Like this one will actually be 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't turn into like a 3-month thing. That'd be fucked. I'd be fucked. But no, I've been trying a lot of things. I tried boba tea for the first time. That was fucking wild. That was like, those balls hit the back of your throat when you're drinking it. It's fucking, you're like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like trying a bidet for the first time. You're like, okay, all right. I like this new internet shit that's happening, boba tea, bidets, it's awesome. Just shooting things in your ass in the back of your throat. It's fun. Obviously, with being unemployed, I've been doing a lot of job interviews lately. And I mean, job interviews are awful. We all know this. They're terrible to sit through. If you've conducted job interviews, I feel horrible for you. Because I know you're fucking lying. And I know that you know that I'm also lying. Like, all the interviews, it's always the same set of questions, and it always ends the same way. They always ask the same shit. It's always, why should we hire you for this position? And I come up with some, whatever bullshit. But what I really want to say to him is I really want to go, honestly, sir, I'm just hoping for a lapse of judgment. Hoping I can skate past your little vetting system, and I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna use your training program for a paycheck for about 3 months, and then I'm gonna get the fuck on. That's how interviews go. Yeah. So maybe I will be unemployed longer than COVID. I got a yeah. Someone's just as disappointed as my mother. That's okay. I sent her a text. And flowers. I sent flowers. Okay. She lives in Muskegon, which is, fuck that. Can all agree, not driving through that motherfucker for flowers. You guys like baseball? Couple of yeses, hell yeah. I love baseball. My favorite kind of Saturday is just watching baseball and smoking weed. For most people, that's a nap. I understand. I totally understand. For most people, that's a nap. But no, I love baseball. And a couple of years ago, Cleveland's baseball team, they had to change the name of their team. They used to be the Cleveland Indians. Now they're the Cleveland Guardians. I think we can all agree those are both terrible names. Those are awful. But when they announced this decision and they made the decision, there was a lot of old school baseball fans that were very up in arms about it. They're like, it's tradition, it's old school, there was no ill intent. Have you guys seen a logo? I don't know. I mean, even in the 1930s, I'm surprised they didn't stop and go, you think this is a little much for a hat? Those are some big teeth. Do we have to go that red on the skin tone, guys? But no, there was a lot of people were up in arms and stuff, and I was kind of confused by some of these older baseball fans. I was like, what the fuck does traditional baseball in Cleveland look like? Like, I've been to Cleveland one time and it smelled like heroin. Like, I don't even know what heroin smells like, guys. But I got out of my car with, that's heroin. That's some good shit burning. But no, I was trying to figure out like what traditional baseball in Cleveland looked like. So I went and did some research, and I don't know, try to put it together the best way I can for you guys. Well, thanks for joining us here in the bottom of the fifth inning as the Cleveland Indians are taking on the Montreal Expos, currently losing 5-3. I don't know how you lose a baseball game to a bunch of French frogs. See, they're already starting with like the racial insensitivity, you know? You could say French frogs on TV, which was pretty insane. But racism towards white people's cool, I guess. But yeah, if you look to the first base line, you'll see a bunch of drunk white guys from Cleveland in red face paint doing the chop. You look down to the third base line, you'll see Drew Carey's dumb fat face from The Price is Right. Joey Pancake takes an aggressive lead off of first base, recently coining the name "hits the ball harder than he hits his wife." Lake Erie's on fire. So yeah, that's what I found on traditional baseball in Cleveland. That's it. The other two things I found about Cleveland that are really cool is they've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and fentanyl. I got pulled over recently. That sucked. I know, right? It was kind of my fault. The tags are expired. I've already gone through a bunch of things. You guys should understand that by now. I got fired from a dispensary. I mean, the fact that I even have insurance is fucking wild. It's crazy, actually. I don't know how I make it. But no, what was I talking about? Holy shit. Oh, yeah. Got pulled over. Yeah, I got pulled over, and, I turned my hazards on, and I pulled into the parking lot or whatever. Got my hands on the wheel, I'm all nervous and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. The car smells like weed. And I'm also high. And I pull over, and I look in my rearview mirror, and I see the cop getting out of the car. And I'm like, all right, I've talked myself out of a ticket before. My throat hurts, but I've done it. Let you guys sit on that for a sec. I didn't sit on it, I sucked it. But then I see the cop get out of the car, and I see that it was a female cop, and I was like, oh shit. This is way worse. I'm fucked, guys. I'm screwed. Like, we all know female cops can't have orgasms. Come on. She's gonna fucking screw me. So I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, all right, I just need to treat her with the same respect that I would give a male cop, right? So she walks up to the window. She's like, license and registration. I'm like, yes, sir. Fuck. Then she made me suck her dick. You guys have a great rest of your night.
So you guys, I've got to admit something. I did something crazy last week. I stole a belt. Yes, not this one, no. From the middle-aged woman's retail clothing store, White House Black Market. Yeah. You work there? Oh, then you're going to like this next part. Okay. Because this is at the Grand Rapids one, because this happened at your store.
No, I used to work at Tanger.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, according to former anchors of CNN, Don Lemon, the store is also referred to as Amazon past their prime. Yes. So I know it's a little bit scandalous, and you're probably thinking, what in the Karen crime spree was that? Yeah. So you guys, I did it by accident, or absent-mindedness. Yeah. I blame it on perimenopause, okay? And for you young dudes out there, probably the comics know, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what perimenopause is. So peri is the Greek word meaning around, near, or about, yeah. And menopause, well, that's a special time in a lady's life, right? When their fertility stops, they no longer remember why they entered a room, but wonder why it feels like the ninth circle of hell, okay? And yeah, it's pretty sad. But you guys, this is a newer bit because this really did just happen, so I am working on it. But so you guys, I actually went to the White House Black Market, right, to just buy the shirt, and I asked Sarah, the lovely sales associate, to grab me a belt to try it on with. And so I bought the shirt, and I'm a rewards member, so I got $40 off, okay? Like, I don't want to brag about my middle-agedness, okay? So I'm driving home, and I looked down, and I still had the belt on, and I screamed, which is never a good idea to do with your husband in the car with you, okay? No. And I was like, Andrew, I stole the belt. And he's like, is it a nice belt? And yes, he's British. He doesn't just talk like an asshole. No. I'm like, Andrew, I can't steal the belt. And he's like, no, but you can ring them and pay for it. And I was like, oh yeah. But I looked down, and the price of the belt was $85. Not today, Satan, okay? So, you know, inflation has been tough, right? I'm trying to tighten the belt, but not steal it, you know? So I did. I called the store, and I talked to Sarah, and I confessed my sins, and I did not love Sarah's tone. No, she's like, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll be here till 6. So I get to the store, right, and I hand the belt to Sarah, and I don't make eye contact. I'm like, at $85 a belt, you're the one that's stealing, Sarah. Yeah. And then I hightailed it out the store. And I know Sarah does not make the prices, okay? But it felt good at the time, okay? But this was actually not the first time I've shoplifted. No. When I was 17 years old, I stole a pack of cigarettes from a grocery store. I know, that's bad, right? And it was not by accident. It was not by absent-mindedness. It was on purpose, yeah. And what happened is I was with my friend Jennifer, who's 16, and she stole a pack of cigarettes and got caught red-handed. And I say red-handed because she was stealing a pack of Marlboro Reds. Yeah. And so I've always been stealthy, so I thought, but then they busted me too, okay? So they dragged us both back into the store, and the security guard took a Polaroid picture of the both of us. Yeah. Had the nerve to say, I bet this is the best picture you two have ever taken together before. I was like, yeah, everybody's a comedian, okay? So, because Jennifer was 16, her parents had to pick her up, but I was 17, so I got a $250 ticket, okay? And we both got a lifetime ban at the Piggly Wiggly. Yes. I know, but I blame the cigarette theft on teen angst, right? You know, it happens, right? But I think this recent, and I never stole again until last week. Yeah, because it scared me so much. And I blame that on perimenopause, right? You got that, fellas? Perimenopause? Okay. Do not mess with a woman of a certain age, okay? And I was just kind of wondering, I'm going to wrap up here, like, you know, I realized my years of fertility were bookended by crime. Yeah. And what happens when I hit full-blown menopause? Am I going to knock over a Chico's?